Hello, this is Chris from the Cinema Savvy Movie Podcast, and I'm back with another reaction video today. This one I'm really looking forward to, actually. This is the Magnificent Seven official trailer. This one as well, before I go into it, I've actually done some research on because I have never seen the original Magnificent Seven. I know a movie review guy that hasn't seen all these old classics. So yeah, I haven't seen the original 1960s one with Yul Brynner. I am clearly not reading off Wikipedia right now. It spawned 3 sequels. You've got The Return of the Seven, Guns of the Magnificent Seven, and The Magnificent Seven Ride. And then this is, I guess, a remake of the original. I haven't really seen much of the cast and everything. I've only seen like 1 or 2 names thrown around there, but it seems like a pretty solid cast what they've got. And you know, the original movie was sort of a Western remake of Seven Samurai. So it'd be interesting to see if they honour that as well in this, or if it is pretty much going to be a remake of the original, or it's going to do its own thing and it's sort of just inspired by name and setting alone. But I love some good westerns. Some of my favourite films of all time, the Dollars trilogy. I love me a good solid western movie, and it's sadly a genre that was sort of done to death back in the day with the spaghetti western genre and then faded from existence. So it's always nice when we do get a western every now and then, as long as it's not like Cowboys and Aliens or The Lone Ranger or things like this. So this one has potential. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to watch the trailer right now. We're going to talk a bit about it afterwards. But as I said, I haven't seen the original, so I haven't got much comparison between the two. So I'm hoping it's just a badass western. So I'm going to click play now.
Sir, I have a proposition. We're decent people being driven from our homes, slaughtered in cold blood.
So you seek revenge?
I seek righteousness.
You can't beat a good revenge story in a western.
I'll take revenge.
Took a job looking for some men to join me.
The music in this already sounds a bit Tarantino-ish. It's like Django Unchained.
Impossible. How many you got so far? You and me?
Chris Pratt, of course. He has to be in everything now, right? He's a superstar.
Quite a batch of strays. This is not going to end well.
Good song.
God, dang it, I'm good. How many men you say?
Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so the Magnificent Seven remake. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, in all honesty. It doesn't look groundbreaking, it doesn't look anything fantastic, but it just looks like a fun western movie. It's a shoot 'em up. There's, oh god, I sound like such a adrenaline junkie now with like action movies, but there's explosions. Maybe it's just a western setting and I'm just a sucker for a good western, but as I said, they're so few and far between now that this is just fun to me. It's got all the ingredients of a good western. It's got horse riding, it's got the shooting, it's got Native Americans in it, it's got Gatling guns. It just looks fun. And from what I can see from the trailer, there might be a few green screen shots here and there, I couldn't really tell, but for the most part it looks like it's done with practical effects. They're blowing up real buildings and things like that, and that will be incredible if they do that, because I think a lot of the aesthetic with a good western is to have it shot on location as much as possible and to have those practical effects. That mostly goes with a lot of movies. I tend to always say this. I feel like a broken record right now with practical effects and CGI, but especially with the western genre, if you can do that with real things, real props, real locations, it just looks so much more real and so much more grittier. And I know this is shot on digital. This would look incredible if it was shot on film, but that's expensive now and not many directors do it. But in all honesty, I'm really liking the look of it. I'm sure in the film you're going to get more of a personality of the Seven. They're going to be all working off each other. Hopefully they all have different personalities and different quirks. But yeah, as I mentioned just as I was watching the trailer, very Tarantino-esque with the music and just the shots and the pace of it. Yeah, it looks like it's got a lot of energy. Really looking forward to this one. We will have a review as well of the original, and knowing me, I'll probably watch the sequels as well, and I might do just like a video, just like one big discussion on all of them perhaps. I want to do the same for Ben-Hur as well before that comes out, because I need to see more classic movies, and maybe this year is the place to start with all these classic old films getting remade. But yeah, that'll do it for my reaction to The Magnificent Seven. Be sure to comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought of this trailer, let me know what you think of westerns, and also let me know what your favourite western movie is, because I know there's certain titles that are always put towards the top, but it's always interesting to have a conversation with someone that loves the western genre as well. So yeah, in terms of what's coming up on the channel, we will be getting back into more regular reviews. We will have a Jungle Book review out, don't worry, I know it's like the biggest movie ever at this point. Every other reviewer seems to have done one apart from us. We will get on that. The reason that content has been a bit slow the last week or just over, all of us have sort of had conflicting schedules. So Tate and George have like really been caught up with college work, and they're coming up to like their big exams and coursework and things like that, whatever it is, they've all been caught up with that. But I think that's all finished this week, so hopefully we can all get back together and we can get a review out for Jungle Book as well as all the other things going forward. I will be on a show as well with George. I'm not sure if Tate's going to jump on it as well, but me and George definitely will be doing a Game of Thrones analysis and review, I guess, as each episode goes throughout the week. We've sort of been delving into TV a little bit more now when we did our review of Daredevil, and I've done my reactions to the Daredevil trailers and Game of Thrones as well, but we really wanted to sort of start this, especially with Game of Thrones, because we both love it. So look out for that, hit that subscribe button. I think Game of Thrones starts next week, so that's going to be very, very soon. It's going to be a great show. And yeah, we're also starting a new show at the end of this month. I think it's the last Sunday of every month we're going to try and have it scheduled for, called Timestamp Zero. And what that's going to be, it's going to be a commentary where each month one of us nominates a film to you guys. We have a list of films and you get to vote on which one it is. And we'll all sit down and do a commentary on it. Sort of what we did with Man of Steel. We really enjoyed doing that one. And we wanted to do it with a list of our own favourite movies. If we've got any long-time viewers on here, I guess that'll sort of take the place of Film Club, which was an old show that we used to do where we'd review older films tied to our main views. But it'll be cool to get back and review some old ones, sort of jumping off the spirit of this one, really. But yeah, I've rambled enough. I've kept you guys for long enough. But as I said, hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to stay updated with all of our content, which should hopefully be a bit more regular now. And yeah, that'll do it for me for this video. So until next time, thanks for watching.